Alright, we've made it all the way to level 6, Nihil. The IL portion of this is great, the boss fight is not. The boss fight is almost as long as the level itself. And that tells you all you need to know about how much I honestly dislike this level. I love the IL run up until the boss fight. The boss fight just feels so slow. It's a unique mechanic, I get it, but it takes away from itself. Opening up by damaging down here, utilizing these cambions, you will notice that tick track's going pretty fast in our ears now. Nihil is the fastest track in the base game at 140 beats per minute. Just cleaning up these last few enemies here, and dodging around this Hierophant as we make our way down. Jump over that stalker right there, and now for the Pong Arena, as I like to call it. Just a little nickname I came up with because you're constantly going back and forth with where these marionettes are spawning. Just right, left, and it really is just a bunch of marionettes. If you're in Last Breath Aegis, you don't even necessarily need to be hitting on beat, because you'll still be doing damage, and it'll be enough to kill them. So, you can more or less spam. Now, here's the Ants Go Marching 2x2 arena. Hurrah, hurrah, because each wave is a single enemy paired with a marionette, going all the way up through the elites, as well as the introduction of the Void Stalker here, and finishing out with the Siege Behemoth there, all with a marionette alongside them. It's just a fun little arena there, short, sweet, entertaining. These enemies like to take a little while to spawn in, but we just perch right up here on this corner, snipe some of these different spots as we go through. Realize we didn't break that Styx crystal earlier when we came into the arena like we normally do, kick ourselves in the butt and pray that we don't accidentally heal. Thankfully we don't accidentally heal, clear out these marionettes, and now we start taking out the Hierophant, then the Seraph, and now this next wave here. This wave has shield cambions on either side, as well as this behemoth that spawns at the top. I usually prioritize the shield cambions first, but if I get a good, clean opportunity to take out the behemoth without losing time on the shield cambions, I'll take it. Utilizing the Vulcan's ultimate there for that final wave, just to group all those enemies up, and eventually, if we're lucky and clear them out fast enough, we can group up those Seraphs as well. Now for the boss fight. This is going to take a while. The boss splits into multiple parts and goes across the arena, and every time it's in multiple parts, it's invulnerable. Notice that my tick track got knocked out there. Decide I want my tick track to be normal, or at least closer to it. Especially because if you overdamage this boss, it can soft lock you at the end of the level. It's rare, but it does happen if you overdamage them too quickly. So just damaging them down with the Hellcrow without Last Breath Aegis, not necessarily any faster or slower, usually actually a bit slower than optimal strats, because optimally you don't get knocked out, and optimally you're doing the maximum amount of damage without having to worry about a soft lock. But in this instance, not losing too much time. We're gonna wait over here. Sadly, that shield cambion spawned on the other side of the arena. I would have loved it if they'd spawned a little bit closer, but utilizing the shield cambion and the Seraph mostly to damage back down here now that we're in this next phase, it'll just allow us a little bit more wiggle room as we head through the rest of this level. I wish I could say that there's anything more interesting beyond, oh look, now there's a third one. In terms of the bosses, you can only damage one of the bosses aspects. It's only the aspect for this level, but sadly the spawn points are always the same, so once you memorize where that boss is going to be moving, all the mystique is gone out of it. Now we just sit over here in this corner and we pray that we didn't get soft locked, because the soft lock would happen right here before the last phase of the boss fight, as the boss wouldn't separate, but it does separate because we did our jobs correctly, we did good, we got lucky, and now damage down that last phase of the boss and just do the cool superhero walk through the bullet hell just for swag points. And that's Nihil. A sprint followed by a long nap is how I like to describe it.